Oh, baby, it looks like we are live. And what a day for us to be live here on the yard. There it is. All right. Let me mute myself. But hello, good evening, wherever you might be in this wonderful world. The Chicago Bears are on the move. We got news, folks. We got news today. But before we get there, welcome back to Bears Live. This is Bears Yard YouTube channel. This is your boy Vipe. I am the host here. And the news of the day is that it seems like the second round pick standoff is coming to an end because the Chicago Bears have signed 2 of their second round picks today. That's right. Now in the fold, we have Ozzy Trapilo signed. Now in the fold, we have Shemar Turner signed. They are both now officially ready to rock and roll this weekend at training camp. It is a weekend, right? Yeah, that starts on the 19th. Or I think they report. I don't know when the actual practices start, but they report on the 19th. So Shemar Turner and Ozzy Trapilo will be reporting the training camp on time. But one name remains, and that is Luther Burden III, who has not signed yet. Now, this is not completely a Luther Burden fault or Bear fault situation because the people picked in the range of Luther Burden, let's say from 33 to 43, I think now. They're still they're kind of negotiating, trying to get the fully guaranteed contract. But nobody after pick 43 is getting a fully guaranteed contract. Because I think Alfred Collins of the 49ers, who picked 43, he signed this week too, but his contract was not fully guaranteed, although I think 88% of it was. But his contract was not fully guaranteed. Corey, what's up, man? How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you dropping in here on the yard tonight. So anybody picked 43rd and later in the second round probably will not get a fully guaranteed contract, but they will get parts of their contract guarantee. They will get parts of their contract guarantee, but not a full guarantee. Both Ozzy and Shemar got part of their contract full guarantee, but neither of them got a fully guaranteed contract. But that leaves Luther Burden now, who could still potentially negotiate for a fully guaranteed contract. It just depends on what happens around him in the picks up 35 to 42 now, whatever I think it is. So we are still in a holding pattern. Plank, what's up, dude? Bear down, how you doing? But unfortunately, training camp does, well, at least I don't know when it starts, but they're supposed to report, all the rookies are supposed to report on the 19th. Today's the 17th. So there's only 48 hours left to get this done for Luther Burden. So hopefully something cracked and we can get him in camp because Lord knows he needs to be in camp considering he has missed most of the offseason with that soft tissue injury, whatever it is that he's dealing with. So he needs to be ready to rock and roll when training camp starts here on the 19th, and hopefully they can get him signed and delivered. But unfortunately, as of right now, Luther Burden is still not signed yet, but I think he'll get done. It seems like once that one domino fell, Ryan Poles was quick to jump on the other contract from the second round in Shemar and Ozzy that were not signed, and he was quick to jump on those and get that done. So whenever things in and around the Luther Burden pick range starts to domino, when they start to drop, Ryan Post will be on that, and Luther Burden will be signed then and there. Also, I just found it hilarious that the Packer players and fans are chirping at us, yo. They are chirping at us. They are so shook of the Chicago Bears this year. It's hilarious. Caleb Williams, I think, said something. He was out. I don't know where he said this, or he was out somewhere or whatever. Maybe it was at the Fanatic Fan Fest. I don't remember. But Caleb Williams factually said that the Bears are 1-0 at Lambeau. And now you got Packer players tomorrow. Yeah, we'll remember that. You remember that, punk? You remember that, FGB? Yeah, you remember that. Because we own y'all at Lambeau this year. In 2025, we are 1-0 at Lambeau Field. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it right now. So you can get mad about it. You can cry about it all you want. but it doesn't matter, Packers and Packer fans, because the truth is the truth. And the truth is that in 2025, the Green Bay Packers have not beaten the Chicago Bears. And if we are being completely honest, you probably won't beat the Bears in 2025. But hey, I digress. let me calm down. Hey, Plank, they got to know FGB out here. FGB, throw them in the chat, y'all. FGB, throw them in the chat. But yeah, Caleb factually said we're 1-0 at Lambeau. The Packer fans and the players took offense. I don't know why. It is what it is. So now they're chirping. They trying to save face or whatever, but it ain't going to matter. We're going to whack their ass during the regular season anyway. And they're going to be more mad when we get in that ass. It is what it is. But hey, I appreciate y'all. If y'all got any questions, comments about what's going on in and around the Chicago Bears, feel free to drop a comment or drop a chat here. Or for those of y'all who catch the replay, feel free to drop a comment here. Again, we got Ozzie Trapillo and Shamar Turner signed to contract today. They are going to be on time reporting to training camp, which starts in 48 hours, which is kind of crazy. Football is almost back, y'all. In August, we got preseason, which is next month. So we are almost back at it. We get Bear football full time here pretty soon. I'm sorry I missed you all yesterday. Wasn't really able to get a video out yesterday, but I'm here today with the live stream. And yeah, Bear football is here. We are in the building. We are doing it. So much to talk about and get excited for this year with the arrival of Ben Johnson and his coaching staff and Dennis Allen out there. It is a great time to be a Chicago Bears fan. And I think there are going to be big things happening for our Bears in this upcoming season, which we don't have to wait much longer to find out. Let me make sure I'm not missing any other news here in the Bears world. Let's see. Anything else? Let's see. Nope. No, nothing else going on here. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I saw a clip of the DB training out there in, I think, Florida or wherever they were training at. I think it was Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon and Jaquan Brisker and Terrell Smith. They're out there training, getting ready for the training camp. So it's good to see the DBs out there getting ready. Oh, you know what? You know what else I want to talk about real quick? Actually, if I can find it, we can listen to it together. I think that's when the audio is correct here. All right. I want y'all to listen to what future Hall of Famer and Ndamukong Suh has to say about Caleb Williams having a life outside of football, because there's been a lot of chatter in and around Caleb Williams being present in other areas of life that are not football. Usually lately he was playing tennis with some friends. He's at concerts. He's at fashion shows and different things like that. And people are like, whoa, he should be practicing this and he should be practicing that. Even though technically he's on vacation until the next 48 hours, he's on vacation. He doesn't have to do anything football related for the next 48 hours. But I want y'all to listen to what the man and Ndamukong Suh had to say about this, because I thought he brought up a very good point. So let's go ahead and listen real quick.
Detroit, in my opinion, when I first came out, it really gave me the short end of the stick. I should have been paid more than Matthew Stafford because I was.
Wait a minute, this is not what I queued up. Hold on. Wait a minute, that was not what I wanted to talk to y'all. That was not what I wanted. Okay, that was the wrong clip. Hold on, me false start on the offense here. Let me find the right clip, yo. Cause damn, that was the wrong clip. All right, where is the clip that you was talking about? Caleb. Like, oh, what's going on here? Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Let me find it real quick. But he was talking about how people shouldn't be so hard on Caleb Williams for having a life out of football because, there we go. All right, I found the right clip. Here we go. Let me go back here. All right, let's go ahead and listen to see what Ndamukong Suh has to say about Caleb Williams having a life outside of football.
Let the young man continue to blossom and grow outside of sports. The reason being is because they will soon realize that him being able to take his mind off of football, but also still being able to be focused, will only make him sharper when it comes to playing football at a high level. That's what helped me as an individual. If I didn't have all the other ancillary things that I was doing outside of football, I would have been bored out of my mind sitting in meetings, watching film. But I found a process and oriented myself to be able to complete and be prepared for every single Sunday or Monday whenever we were playing. And then I spent my other time focusing on all these business endeavors that I wanted to be, whether that was sitting with, again, Warren for meetings, or General Atlantic, or Andreessen Horowitz, or Marcy Venture Partners. From a fund perspective, building my own development company over the last 10 years. Those things allowed me to be great in football and play out a long period of time, but also create generational wealth. Let the young man continue.
Did y'all hear what that man said? Did y'all hear what that man said? He said, let Caleb be great outside of football because it will make him better on the football field. I need people to understand this because I've seen way too much chatter and talk about Caleb should be playing football. I wish you were practicing this. I wish you were practicing that. Bro, he's on vacation. The whole entire team, Ben Johnson included, is on vacation for another 48 hours. They've been on vacation for over a month now, okay? He was at the mandatory, or I don't even know if they're mandatory. He was at the mini camp. He was at the off-season workout. He's been around the Bears practicing football and getting better. Now he's on vacation. Let the man vacation in peace, damn it. I bet you when he reports to camp in a couple of days, he's going to be ready to rock and roll. Sometimes, like Ndamukong said, sometimes it is good to have focuses and hobbies outside of the main thing because sometimes you need a break from the main thing. Because if you keep doing the main thing over and over again, you could be the best there ever was at it, or you could burn out. I think it's a lot easier that you might burn out instead of you becoming the main thing. So, or being better at the main thing. So let the man have a hobby. Let the man do what he wants to do outside of football. But again, as long as he's good between those white lines on Sundays and Mondays and Thursdays, I don't give a damn what he does. I don't care what he does outside of football. I don't care. Squeegee, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Bear down, my dude. We in here, Squeegee. I don't know if you heard. Actually, I'm pretty sure all y'all heard. Y'all be on top of the news. But we did sign a couple of our second-round picks. Shamar Turner and Ozzie Trapilo have been signed. We're still waiting on that Luther Burden notification. I don't know when or if it's going to come before the 19th because that's when rookies report to training camp in 48 hours. I don't know if we're going to get the Luther Burden notification before then. But we do got Ozzie Trapilo and Shamar Turner on deck. And they are going to be reporting to training camp on time because they are now signed by Ryan Poles. Also, the other day I put out a video about why I felt Ryan Poles deserved his contract extension. And in the video, I highlighted what's happening right now as one of the reasons why I feel like he deserves the extension. The way that he handled contracts. Look at what the Jet paid Sauce Gardner yesterday. What was it like? Or the day before yesterday. Look at what they paid that man. $120 million. Do you know how much Ryan Poles paid Jalen Johnson, who might be as good or even better than Sauce Gardner? Nowhere near $120 million. Nowhere near. Look at what Kansas City did for Trey Smith, right? And Ryan Poles went and traded for Joe Thuney and paid him 2 years, $34 million, right? But the Chiefs are making Trey Smith the highest paid guard in the league. Now, to be clear, Trey Smith is a younger player, and obviously the Chiefs might get the best of that deal in the long run. But in the short term, the Bears right now have a better player because Joe Thuney is still a better guard than Trey Smith right now at this juncture in their careers, and they got him for cheaper. So you can hate Ryan Poles for the draft misses. You can hate him for the record, although I don't know why people would hate on him for the record when he had Matt Eberflus to blame for all that. But what you cannot blame Ryan Poles for is contracts that are team friendly. And I know, I mean, a lot of y'all may or may not care about that, but keeping these contracts team friendly allows the Bears to maximize and bring in the most talent possible. Because as you know, when you're out there paying a single player like $100, $200, $300 million, it kind of limits what you can do with the rest of the roster. That is not an issue right now for the Chicago Bears. They can go out and acquire higher tier talent because they're not paying any one player an absurd amount of money. So Ryan Poles and the way that he has negotiated the contract, most of them are pretty team friendly up to this point. He gets an A+, man. You can't hit on that. He gets an A+. Squeegee said Burden was the first round pick, probably second best receiver in the draft. Give him a guarantee if he wants one. Well, he should have been a first round pick, yes, but unfortunately for him, he was not one. But Yeah, I think his contract is going to be a little bit more complex. I don't know if the Bears are going to get away with not giving him guaranteed money. Especially if the people above and like right below him or whatever. Well, if the people below him, actually no, if the people that are not after him, if anybody that's not after him gets a fully guaranteed contract, then it's a wrap. You're gonna have to give him a fully guaranteed contract. But if the people below him or there are people for him get a fully guaranteed contract, there's still no guarantee, but you're gonna get closer to having to give him one. So it just depends on what happens with the people that were picked in like what 38, 37, 40, 41. The people that are like right in and around where he was picked, it's going to really depend on what happens with those contracts to determine what happens with Luther Burden. But he's probably going to be more likely than the other to get a fully guaranteed contract. But again, Luther Burden has been out for most of this offseason workout. So, I mean, if you're not even showing up for the offseason workout, I mean, why would I give you a fully guaranteed contract and you've been injured most of the offseason? Like, bro, this is why teams don't want to give out fully guaranteed contracts, because situations just like Luther Burden, he's been injured. He missed most of the offseason. Why would I want to fully guarantee a contract to a guy who missed most of the offseason? Like, stuff like this. And yes, I understand that the players need to be protected and different things like that, although I believe that the rookies are protected anyway if they get injured regardless. But I understand the overall argument that players want to be protected, and that's why they want their fully guaranteed contract. But again, these are rookies who have not played an NFL down yet. You don't have the dude paid in the game to be trying to negotiate fully guaranteed contracts. We don't even know what you're going to do in the NFL yet. You haven't proven anything. You haven't even stepped on the field in a regulated NFL game, but you're trying to argue for guaranteed money. It's just, no, I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that, man. You gotta show yourself on the field. That's why I believe it's really important that Ozzie Trapilo and Shemar Turner got their deals done, because especially in Ozzie Trapilo case, you're fighting for a starting job. You can't afford to miss training camp. How you gonna be fighting for a starting job and be like, yeah, I'm not signing. I'm holding out. What the hell? You fighting for a starting job talking about you holding out? Get the hell out of here. Absolutely not. You can't do it. So he had to come in. He had to sign at some point. He had to. And again, the thing about it is that even if you don't get the fully guaranteed contract now, if you come in, play your ass off, and prove your value, the money that you can make on your second NFL contract is going to dwarf what you're going to get paid on your rookie contract, even with a fully guaranteed contract. Your second NFL contract is going to make it look like peanuts. Peanuts. That's why I said in my video the other day that I feel like it's a good idea for these rookies to just come in, pay their dues, prove their value, and then work towards that second NFL contract that is going to be league better than their first contract, even with the fully guaranteed money. But what do I know? Queechy said that's what I meant. He was first round talent that fell to us at 39. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, I mean, he's gonna probably fight for the fully guaranteed money, and he may or may not get it. But he's another one. He should come to camp. Like, he needs to be in camp. He already missed more than enough time. Ben Johnson's already not happy with the time that he missed. So Luther Burden is not doing himself any favor by potentially holding out. Not saying that he will, but if he does planning on holding out, he ain't doing himself no favor, fam. Like, none. Like, I feel like if he holds out, he's going to end up losing himself money over the long term, other than gaining money. So I feel like he needs to just get into camp, play out his rookie contract, and then try to go for that second contract, because Luther Burden is a special talent. If anybody can bet on themselves and bet big and make it big on their second NFL deal, it's Luther Burden. That dude's a beast. Hey, we got Shy Will 24. What's up, man? How you doing? Don't think he's hurt. This one because of the contract. Well, no, Luther Burden was hurt. I mean, he did a soft tissue injury for sure. The contract just kind of happened, but the contract kind of just came up out of the blue. But again, it's not just a Luther Burden thing with the contract. It's a bunch of second round picks that have not been signed yet because they all want guaranteed money, and it's just not realistic. And the NFL owners are not budging. They're not going to give second round picks fully guaranteed contracts. Or at least not most of them are not anyway. Although the Texans and the Browns did, because they're crazy and they don't know any better. But you would think the Browns know better. But I think the Browns did because the Texans did it first. And because the Texans did it, then the Browns had to do it behind them. It's kind of crazy, yo. Kind of crazy. But yeah, Luther Burden, I don't think he's he wasn't holding out because of the contract. He was holding out because he was hurt. He had a soft tissue injury. So it's unfortunate. But again, this is why he needs to be in training camp, because he's missed so much time. He can't afford to hold out, bro. Like, if he holds out, he's not playing this year probably. He might not play this year. That's how real it is here. So he gotta get into camp. He gotta go, bro. Squeegee said Burden can't miss any more camp if he wants to start. BJ is a perfectionist. Dude, I'll go further, like I just said. He can't miss any more camp if he wants to play this year, okay? The wide receiver room is crowded as it is. You're up against Rome Odunze and Olamide Zaccheaus. Miles Boykin is in there. Tyler Scott is still down there on the team somewhere. Devin Duvernay is there. Like, that wide receiver room is deep, bro. You can't afford to miss any more training camp if you're Luther Burden if you want to actually see the field this year. You can't, because they don't need you. I mean, yeah, you were picked number 39, but in reality, the Bears don't need Luther Burden this year. They don't. So if he wants to see the field, he better show up to training camp. He better show up there. It ain't what it is. I mean, I love Luther Burden. I want to see him play, but the Bears don't need him this year. They don't need him. So either he shows up or he doesn't play. It's that simple, really. Show up or don't play, bro. Show up or don't play. Squeegee said, so you got DJ, Rome, Burden, and Loveland in the lineup. Who's the slot? I mean, anybody can be the slot on any given play. I know Rome might be in there. Burden might be the slot. I mean, hell, DJ might be the slot sometimes. I don't know. Like, I think they're going to rotate positions, to be honest with you all. Ben Johnson has said multiple times now that he wants to make the same things look different and different things look the same. So to do that means that he'll be able to rotate players into different slots. He'll have the same personnel on the field, but he'll use that personnel differently while they're on the field. So I think you could see any number of Bears players in the slot position at any given point this season, this year. So we don't know, Squeegee. We don't know, man. Whatever it is, however he works it, it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. And the Bears should score a lot of points if they pick up the offense pretty quickly. Now, a lot of that will depend on Caleb Williams and how he picks up the offense. But I'm thinking if the offense is truly tailored to what he does best and different things of that nature, then he should pick it up pretty quickly if it's designed around him. And Ben Johnson has said that the offense is going to be structured with Caleb Williams in mind. So if that's the case, then Caleb Williams should pick up the offense pretty quickly. If he doesn't, then I got questions, yo. I got questions like, bro, what are we doing, Ben Johnson? What are we doing, Caleb Williams? I got questions, babe. I got questions. But again, we'll find out. We'll find out real quick, man. Obviously, they're not going to show too much in the preseason game, but once Monday Night Football comes on the first week of the NFL season, and we got to roll into Minnesota, Minnesota rolling into Chicago. Why can I talk? Why can I not talk? And Minnesota rolls into Chicago. We gonna see everything, baby. We gonna see everything. Everything is on the table, and it's gonna be glorious. And I cannot wait, bro. I cannot wait. It is going to be a beautiful Monday night on the lakefront when the Bears start whooping the Vikings' ass. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I told y'all I got the Bears winning like 13 games this year. I think we can win 13 games. I think we're taking the North easily. I heard it was Mike Tannenbaum said on some ESPN show today that he has the Lions going to the Super Bowl, and I just laughed. I'm like, what? The Lions are going to the Super Bowl without Ben Johnson, without Aaron Glenn. Really? Okay, buddy. Whatever you say, bro. Whatever you say. Dude, they got a lot of people on TV talking nonsense, bro. They talking mad nonsense out here. And Tannenbaum is regularly one of those people that be talking nonsense, fam. Like, bro, what are you talking about? What drugs are you on? Like, how many drugs are you on? And why are you on all of them? The Lions going to the Super Bowl. Are you kidding me right now, bro? Are you kidding me right now? Yeah. Plank, right? Plank understands. Plank understands, bro. The Lions are going to have a rough season. Yes, they are. I mean, I think they'll still be okay. I don't think they're going to just completely fall off the map. But going to the Super Bowl? Absolutely not. They're not going to no Super Bowl. Stop playing. All right, Squeegee says it will be more about how they execute the offense or how well they execute the offense. Everyone pulling it in the same direction instead of the S show we had last year. Oh, yeah. And them coaching will make sure that you're right. You got Ben Johnson out there with Antoine Randall L. They will make sure that those dudes get right, yo. If they don't do what they're supposed to do, oh, bro. The accountability has been out there. Oh, don't forget we got Eric Bieniemy back there as running back coach too. Oh, bro. Oh my God. They gonna get right. They gonna get right or they gonna get yelled at, yo. It's either get right or get yelled at. I don't think anybody wants to get yelled at though. I'm just saying. So yeah, get right or get yelled at. Also, it's either get right or don't play. So if they don't do what they're supposed to do, they won't play. It's that simple. Yep, Squeegee, you are correct. Frank Ragnow is no longer in the NFL. He retired. So the Lions are down a tender, although they did draft Tate Rutledge out of Georgia. But again, he's a rookie, so I don't know if he's going to play or start. But yeah, losing Frank Ragnow is pretty big, man. It is pretty big. So although I will say one thing about the Lions, they are getting Aiden Hutchinson back. Well, we'll see what part of him they get back. Well, they're getting Aiden Hutchinson back, so their defense should be a lot more improved. Got to watch out for them on defense, and then he's coming back. But yeah, they will feel the loss of Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. They will feel that loss. There's no way that you can tell me that they're not going to suffer having lost their top coordinators. That's crazy to me. So Plain said there will be no S show this year. There will be no S show this year at all. Nah, man. No, sir. But again, if y'all got any other questions, comments, feel free to drop them in the chat. I appreciate y'all coming through. I think this is the most people I've had on a live stream in a while. So I appreciate all of y'all dropping in on Thursday night. Normally, I will be here every Thursday night around 6 p.m. Central. So if y'all want to come hang and chat with your boy, I will be here every Thursday night. Even during the season, because normally the game will happen before. I'll be here before the game to go game start. So yeah, just come hang out with me every Thursday night here. Let's not tell y'all differently. You'll find me here on Thursday night, hanging out, talking about all things Chicago Bears. All right, let me see. Anything else we want to talk about tonight? Anything else we want to discuss? Like I said, feel free to drop it in the chat. Again, I appreciate y'all rocking out and being here. If you missed the beginning of the live stream, we do have 2 of our second round picks signed and sealed now. We got Shamar Turner and Ozzy Trapillo signed, so they will be reporting to training camp on time. Unfortunately, we are still waiting on Luther Burden, and apparently we're also waiting on Tyler Shuck, who will pick right after Luther Burden. So, yeah, we got to see what happens with Shuck, because that's like the big domino in and around where Luther Burden was picked up. So, yeah. Also, the NFL is having they got a clip of Caleb Williams touchdown passing that looked kind of sleek. So check out Twitter, check out the NFL account on Twitter, and check out the Caleb Williams touchdown passes. So, they legit, yo. They legit. Oh man. But yeah. Also, in non-Bears news, did y'all hear or see about the affair? Oh my Lord. The affair that has got the internet in a chokehold, yo, between his CEO and his head of HR. Bro. Wow. Wild stuff going on the internet, yo. With the CEO and his head of HR, bro. That affair. They got the timelines and everything. Like, it's just bonkers. I won't bore y'all with that because it's not football related, but damn, kind of crazy what's going on with that affair and stuff. But on that note, I think I'm gonna let y'all go here. I appreciate y'all showing up as usual. Appreciate y'all supporting the videos and the content. Love y'all. I love talking Bears with y'all. Y'all always show up when I go live or click upload. So thank you for that. Y'all have a lovely Thursday night. Enjoy your weekend. And until next time, bear down.